guys, welcome to the channel. It's Adam with ND72. So what we got today is the SLK32. So today's video is a little bit of a fun performance video, and I broke the car. So first of all, we'll go with we'll go with what we got on the table right here. So as you see, I got a set of long tube headers for the SLK32 M112K. These are pretty nice. They are from Moscow Supercharger. I bought them about, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago. I just haven't installed them in the car because headers kind of suck sometimes to do. And I just wasn't really ready for it. But now I'm ready. So we got the long tube headers. We got a series of 3" to 2 3/4 reducer because this is 2 3/4 out. And I want to go to my 3" exhaust, so no problem. I got a little reducer right here. And then I got a series of V-bands. So then I could actually easily mount it and dismount it. And then you got some other little miscellaneous stuff basically for O2 sensors and stuff like that. And some new metal gaskets. So let's start looking at the parts. So when I ordered these were the only ones on the market that I could find for my SLK32. I mean, the welds look pretty good. Now the red, I did this paint. I was testing some cooking and other stuff. So it's not the best paint. You can see there's all dust and all that because it's been sitting for a while. But they look pretty nice, pretty good. Now they came with some of those gaskets that like all the headers come with that are all crappy, so we got some factory ones we're going to throw on there. They also came with some flanges that I was not a fan of, so that's why I just went and got some V-bands, which I've used these multiple times before. So we'll just pop it on there, weld it on, and it should do pretty good. The welds look pretty nice, like nothing really crazy, as long as they fit. If they don't fit, then that's going to suck, but we're going to hope they're going to fit on my baby little SLK. Alright, the install should be pretty easy. So to start, I removed my intake, very generic, and then if you look down here what I did, what I think is so much easier, start removing your coils and your plugs, because then you get so much access. I'm going to have to go put the light on this camera, but look there's all the bolts, and I started spraying them with penetrating oil, so these top ones should be pretty easy. So now we're going to go to this side and pull all these coils off, and then start knocking those off. This is also a great time to do your spark plugs and your coils if you want to, your wires. So I got one-step colder plugs I'm going to be putting in this, and some new wires coming from SCP Euro. They should be here in plenty of time. So we're going to keep pulling these out, and hopefully we don't run anything crazy. Alright, so the bolts down there are just 10s. So it's going to be a different ratchet setup for most of them, I think. So I just got my little ratchet on here, and I'm just going to start breaking them loose. Hopefully they're not in there too tight. Let me make sure I got this righty-tighty. Nope. Well, I did have it righty-tighty. I need a lefty-loosey. So we're going to, hopefully they're not too tight. Maybe I got to put 2 hands on this. I have been letting the top one soak a little bit, so they shouldn't be too bad. Come on. All right, definitely putting the camera down. All right, so next you're going to have to get these 2 13s that are holding the exhaust to the manifold. Do those before you get all your other bolts out and pull out your exhaust. Mine's all like janky. As you can see, I made it way too low and I kept smashing into things. Probably part of the reason I broke something today. So we're going to pull it out and it'll give us a lot more room to get in there. Alright, so a little tip. So these 6 on the driver's side are easy to get from up top, or those 3. And then these 3, easy to get up top, just a series of wrenches. Now, one word of advice before you go into the bottom, just because you'll be by the alternator, disconnect your battery. Very simple, disconnect it, swing it over, just to be safe. And then these bottom ones, yeah, I'm pretty sure I got to go all from the bottom to get those. Maybe 1 or 2 from the top, but I'll let you know. But we disconnect the battery, so we're going to lift the car up and go underneath. Alright, now that you got the exhaust out, these are so easy on the bottom. I'm going to tell you, your biggest friend is going to be an electric ratchet with a little extension. I literally got it in there and went boom, 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 and got them all out really effing easy. So now we just got one more up on the top that I was leaving to hold it, and then this right side will come right out. So once you get all the bolts out, it'll drop right at the bottom. And I leave the O2s in so I could take it out. While it's over here, it's a lot easier. All you do is unplug the harness. Now, this side is going to be the crappy side. I don't even see a hole. I could see them all. Let me let this thing focus. Focus right there. Yeah, you could see the nuts, but I got to figure out how to get my hands in there. So I'll try to give you a pointer or two, but you're probably not going to see that much because the camera won't even get in there. All right, here's the trick to get the bolts out on this side. So you see your rod over here. You unbolt it from here, and then it normally sits right there. So you unbolt it, then you can swing it out, and you got room. And then your little steering shock that goes right there, which looks like this. Whoops, just dropped the bolt. Remove that too. That'll give you a little bit more room, and you can get all up in there. And the tool to use is just a wrench. It's going to suck, but it's a little tedious, but it's not too bad. And now we should be able to pull these out and drop them down here, hopefully. I just got to verify that I did unplug my O2 from up top, because I'm not sure I did. Okay, now that you got the headers out, you can see exactly how, like, teeny these are. Like, how much restriction and how much flow they kind of don't let go through. So now it's going to be putting in the new headers. So I'm going to show you a couple tricks, and I'm going to show you which ones suck. First of all, the passenger side, really effing easy. You could just lift the motor up a little bit. You don't really even need to, and they slide right in. Now the driver's side sucks. Let me show you a little trick. So I got driver's side all in. Don't worry about the paint. So here's the tricks. So you see this steering box right here? You don't have to remove it. Just get it out of your way. So what you're going to do is, see those 3 bolts right there? I'm pretty sure they're 15s. Drop them. And then your gearbox will sit right on this ledge. And you can remove it from the steering rack if you want. But you just let it sit over there, and I'll let you swing it back and forth. And then you get in there. Also, you see how I got the motor lifted up? You're going to need to lift it up so you can shake a little bit, just like with an E55. See how my motor mounts up a little bit? And then passenger side, super effing easy. Just goes right in. Also with the headers, as you can see, they're now painted a little bit different color. So I had to weld in an O2 because they didn't have it. I had to weld in the V-band because they had no way to mount it. So I had to do it on both sides. Yes, I ran out of paint. The welds are not my best welds, but they'll do. Also, what I don't like about it, I'm going to show you right now, and this was not me at all. You see how low that sits? Like, can I? So right there. See how low? The black one? I didn't modify that. All I did was put a V-band on it. That's it. But it sits pretty effing low. I'm not a fan of that. I'm going to try to, like, pull the exhaust up, but I'll still have this nub that's pretty low down. Not a big fan. And from up top, you can see you got pretty good clearance around everything. They're not hitting anything. So you can see up top of the driver's side, you got pretty good clearance. It's not hitting anything. I got to put the heat shield back on. I'm going to cut it in half and make it easier. And then here's the passenger side. Same thing, pretty easy to get some of the bolts. The bottom ones do suck, but just make sure you get them nice and tight. And then just keep going. Alright, one little tool I recommend, since you just need a series of 10s to do the headers, is this. This is Mercedes official out of my little service kit. This 10 is almost the perfect length to get in there and to tighten up, and it is tedious because you got to go whoop, 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 whoop. But holy hootenanny, this helps out night and day. I'm so glad I found it in my toolbox. I was getting frustrated. Alright, so now that the headers are all on and all that stuff, we now need to build the exhaust connecting back. We're going to try to save that last piece over there, so we'll just have to connect all the way over. So this is part of my old exhaust. I literally cut off part of it. And this is the part of the exhaust that we're going to try to keep, the whole X pipe, the 2 little resonators, and the Y pipe with the O2 bung. So we're going to try to basically build from headers, mid-piece to here, and then back out to the tips. So it's kind of the mock-up of how the exhaust is going to be with the Y pipe and all that stuff. Yeah, I got it kind of rigged up with ratchet straps and a little hoist because my friend's at some sort of pride for a flag or something like that on a rainbow. I don't know. So I should just have to make it go from here and then a bend and hit in here. I'm going to try to tuck it up as much as I could. So we'll kind of see how that goes. Alright, we're trying to test to see how low this thing is. And as you can see, that pipe is way too low. I'm going to have to cut and modify these expensive headers now. So the little theory is if I cut a notch like right over here or somewhere like back here even, and then I just bend it up, it should give me a lot more clearance instead of literally hacking. The other idea was cutting right there and cutting there and shortening it. But I think if I just cut a hole, like a slit right there. Okay, so now that we have the attempt to kind of like tuck this up a little bit more, I went and tacked up the rest of the exhaust. I got my V-bands on, and I got my little straps since I got no helper because at that effing event. So I'm going to pull this down and then clean it all up and then do a lot better. Minus those are just tacks just to hold it. But there are some gaps I'm going to have to fill a lot, but not bad. Alright, so we got the exhaust all built up and my little inexpensive thermal coat painting. It's still wrapped in the back like it was before. I kind of did black up front and white over here just because of what I had for paint. And now we're going to see how low it actually is to make sure I don't scrape. So this is completely off the lift. It's really not that low. Like I got it to tuck up pretty good. We do got a couple of things hanging down, a couple little random wires we got to clean up. But I should be good with ground clearance. I'm actually really happy with it. I'm liking it a lot. So not bad. So now we're going to do some O2 stuff and then keep moving. So here's the passenger side O2 sensor, and as you can see, it is no way it's going to reach all the way down there. Because this one is only going, let's see if I can grab it. So this is the factory O2s. We're roughly a few inches off. So what I got from BLOODMOTOR SPORT, he hooked me up really good with an extension harness that's going to plug right in for this car. I tried to go with VRP, or VRP didn't have it on stock, so I hit up Blood. Blood gave me a great deal and got them overnighted to me. Granted, UPS kind of jacked us up, but I got them, and they're going to work really good, so let's plug them in. So they plug right in. I have all this extra room because basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to route it differently than this because I don't want to just be hanging in the engine bay. So I'll be routing it under here and get it out of the heat, but this is plenty of room, and I got... this should work perfectly fine. I got another one for the other side, so we're going to do it both of them. And this is also a big thanks to BLOODMOTOR SPORT. He helped me out so much and got them done immediately. I hit him up on like a Friday or something. It was either Friday or Saturday, and he got them out that day and shipped them to me. So really big thanks to him on those. Alright guys, now that we got the headers and the exhaust all done on the car, we're going to kind of give it a little cold start. Well, kind of cold start. I already fired it up once a little bit just to get some of the smoke off. But we're going to fire up again, let you hear what it sounds like. Not loud at all. We're in a garage. Sounds pretty good. I don't think it'll be too loud in the cab either. I almost fell. Not really loud back here. You hear the pump a lot though. Just a fuel pump. Not bad. We'll give it a little rev. I mean, we're in a garage, so it's going to be a little bit louder, but we'll try to go take it, let everything heat up, burn everything off, and we'll go test it. Alright, now that we got everything installed, we did a little bit of a test run. I do got to put the new tune on here. So VTech already sent me a tune. So let me make sure I open up the right one. Yep, LTH. So we got this all set up. So we're going to start loading up the file and get this car all good. All that in there. Got key in. Make sure you unplug your fan. And yep, looks all good. Let's download tune. Making some noises, doing some stuff. It's going to really take a little bit to do. Writing, not that hard. He's almost there. Doesn't take too long. So far we're at like 258 seconds. Oh, and now we're doing the whole Spanish thing. Alright, we're all downloaded now, so we'll try to do a nice little cold start. Cycle the key a little bit. I don't know why I just always do that. I don't know if you really need to. Not that bad for a cold start. Alright, we're going to put all this stuff away and go take it for a nice little pull. It might be a little bit hard to get traction. It's pretty early today and it's pretty cold out. Alright, so we're doing a little test drive here. I've been driving around doing all my errands. I went probably like 150 miles on the header so far. The only thing is we had a little bit of smoke that I had to burn off. That's probably just from me touching in the paint and all that, so I'm not even worried about that. It's gone by now. I mean, even though I thought those piping were low, I didn't scrape anything. I've been going around town doing my normal running around. So we're pretty good. And as you can see right now, I'm doing like 35 cruising. Like, I'm not screaming. It's not really loud in here. Like, I could even take my voice down. Like, we're just driving, not much. At a stop, you don't really hear anything. That's what we're doing right now. We'll go forward. We'll probably do like 40 miles an hour. And then we'll do a nice little pull and show you how much louder it is. It definitely is louder, but it's not like bad. You don't get any like weird noises. Like right now we're doing 40. Not bad, but I'll reset the camera and we'll try to do a nice little pull and see what happens. Alright, we're over in Mexico. We're going to do a nice little, turn the light on, little 20 pull here and see how it feels. Alright. Alright, well, it's definitely faster. For PSI, we're basically 1 PSI down. We did 19.4. I don't even know if that's fully accurate at that point, because as you saw, I just hit 20 point. We spun real bad, like the whole rear end just kicked out. And I'm running R888, so it's not like I'm running a poop tire. And this car used to hook up pretty well at a 20 pull, and that wasn't even smashed. I was rolling into it, so no point in even doing more testing like this. I will say, as you kind of heard, the car wasn't really that much louder. I like the way it sounds. Just butt dyno alone, it feels a lot more powerful. Now, we are working a little bit on the tune. I sent VTech some other data, so he might send me another update. But car feels good so far, nothing really too crazy. We'll do some more like top line pulls, but right now 20 roll I don't hook up for poop, so that's kind of crappy in a good way. So it's crappy that I'm not hooking up, but that just means I got a little bit more power. And it's not, the car is definitely heat soaked, because I've been driving around for a few hours today. If we were like cold car, ice in the tank, it would spin anymore. So what we're 99% going to do now, I already ordered parts. We're going to be doing something different with the rear tire setup. I put a couple of teaser pictures up on the forums a little while ago, but the next video, or maybe the video after, roughly coming soon video, we're going to be messing with the tires in the rear. So hopefully I get all the parts I need for it, and we'll do something where I 100% should hook up a lot better. But hope you guys liked the video. Put a comment down, like it, and if you guys want to support the channel a little bit, just watch the ads. Just let them play on your computer. It costs you absolutely nothing. Just do that. That helps me out so much so I can make more videos like this. Or throw a comment down, throw a like. Follow me on Instagram at BuffyCLK500, and catch you guys later. Cookie. Back for more.